You can practice later on. Okay, so first of all, if you want to create a project, just go to the file, new, and find here the Java project. If not is available the Java project, then go to the other, and you will get the Java. This is the Java project. This is a simple basic core Java project, so you can click here, next. You have to give your name, Java project. This is our basically Java by Project Learning 08 batch. Next, and then finish. This is a so simple project. We have create a project. This is our project JBPL. This is the Eclipse workspace, guys. Sometime you will face problem. Suppose you will not able to see the project explorer, so you have to go here. You have a show view, bookmark, data, project explorer. If I have click here, so you will able to see here the project explorer here, so no worries. I have created this project. This is a new project. How I have created, just file, new, and other. Just go to the Java project, give it the name, and finish it. This is a
The voice is not audible.
guys. Are you able to
Yes,
listen?
yes, yes. You are
Uh,
audible, sir.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Pritam, please be on the network, or you can join from your mobile also if you. So this is your project. Just expand, and you have the src source. This is the full form of the source. You have to create a package because of project as a package. So just right click on the src, simply new, and you will see the option called package. Just click on the package, give it the name. So what should we give the name here? We are learning here the basic. This is a part 1. I am writing here the part 1, part 01, part 01 basic programming. So I am writing here the part 01 basic, and finish it. Now another layer is classes. So I need to create a class. Just right click on that particular package. I'm clicking on that package, then right click, new, and click on the class. So here you can give the any name, but it is a one rule to give the name. It is a mandatory one. You have to give first letter on the caps. It must be the capital first letter. So I'm writing here hello world. Class name must be start with the capital one, and simply say the finish. So you have created a class. Basically this is your package. Package name is a which we have created. This is the package name, and this is your first class. Inside the class you have to write a method, public static. This is a syntax. of the first method we will discuss later on, because this is one of the interview questions. Most of the fresher facing this issue, but we will discuss later on. Public static void main string arguments and array bracket, curly bracket open and curly bracket close, and you have to write here for the output purpose you have to write system dot out dot println. Hello, welcome to learn Java programming. This is a simple syntax, and if you want to run this, just right click on the main method and run as Java application. That's it. So this is the console. You will see here the output. You will able to see here output. That's it. So I'll create one more project so you will be able to understand once again. I'm going to the file, new, other, Java project, next, JBPL 081, and then finish. Then you have to create a package inside the src folder. Just right click, new, then go to the package, give whatever you required as you want, any name. I am putting here the only basic, then finish. Right click, then I need to create a class, so you can right click on package. This is your package, then go to the right click, new class, and give it the any class name, but first letter must be capital only. Second, I am giving the second example. This is the class name, and I am putting the finish. Then you have to create the main method. So public static void main, inside the parameter we have to write string arguments and curly bracket open close. You have to write here system dot out dot println. Why we use the system dot out dot println? Because of if I want to the print something on the console, then I need to write system dot out dot println. Inside the parenthesis I have to write something, so that is a string, so I am writing into the double quote only. Welcome to learn project based programming. To execute this, just right click here, run as Java application. This is basic practical, everybody have to complete this. Now we are turning to today's theoretical part. What is the data type? Data type, and why we use the data type? Which language use the data type? So I'm going to ask question one by one. Okay. Vaishnavi, what do you see this? What is kind of the data? What is this? Hello, Vaishnavi, are you there?
Hello, sir.
What do you see? This is number, this is a character. What is this?
Number, sir.
Okay, you have said this is a number. Okay, then next, Tanu, is this number or what we can call this?
Integer.
No, this one. This is whatever I have write. This is,
Character.
yeah, you can say the character. Okay, so these are the data type. So why we use the data type? Because of few of the languages not uses the data type. So this kind of the data type like as a true, false, uh, like this numbers also available there. So what is the data type and which language uses? First of all, which languages are, which programming languages are strictly typed programming language. Those only uses data type. For example, C, C++, Java. These are the strictly type, or you can say strongly type programming language. Means whatever you have to store into the memory, you have to specify that particular values as a number, character, string or boolean. You have to specify it. So these are the programming language which are the strictly type programming language. We have to specify data type whatever we are storing into the computer. So which are not the strongly type, which are the loosely type programming language? Python, need not to write any data type. Then another one is JavaScript. This is the most demanding language and this is not a strongly type. This is a loosely type, means you need not to write any kind of the data type in that particular language. So we are going to the strongly type. So strongly, what are the benefit of the strongly type or strictly type programming language? Whatever, suppose in your Python code you have write here like as a x equal to 10 and x equal to 10, this kind of the scenario. If you are writing here the x equal to 10 and this is a x, means this is a, let's see, rupees or amount. So which one is the correct one, Riddhi? If you want to the multiply some amount, if you want to the below total bill, let's see. So amount into amount. Suppose I have put here the 10. If I have put there the 10, so what will be the output here?
100.
How it will be? Because this is the character, then it will work.
No, sir. It will give an error.
Vaishnavi, it will work or not work? Obviously it will give the error. So in the Python or JavaScript programming languages, they don't specify any data type. After the project creation or after the program writing, it will give the error. But Java is a strictly programming language. You have to mention, if you have the mention here the integer, or if you have the mention the number here, it won't allow to store such kind of the value. You have to store the value like this only. So while the executing the program, it won't give any kind of the error. Whatever error, it will give the before the running application. That's why strictly typed programming language is very secure. Java is one of the securest language we use for the all kind of the healthcare, banking, and all the financial institutions applications development. We use the Java. This is the one of the major advantage of the Java. Okay, so now come on the types of data type. How many types available into the data type? There are two category of the data type. First, primitive data type. Primitive data type means which is default given by programming language, which value and size will not change anyhow, which is a default given by programming language, which value and size will not change anyhow. Those kind of the data type called primitive data type. And what are those? So we can categorize into the number. So int, float, double, these are the number. Then in the character have single char and sequence of char called string, and more on this boolean also, which store true and false value. These are your primitive data type. Number has more, like as a long, short. These are the data type we use. Where we use the data types? Where we want to store the values in our memory location, computer's memory locations, we use this kind of the data type. Okay, so we will see practically one by one, but before that we will see variable. What is a variable? What is a variable? We store the data. Where we store the data? Our bag, bottle, or cupboard. Where we can store the data? Brunel, are we storing data into the cupboard?
Yes, sir.
Are we store the data into cupboard or bucket?
We are storing in data variables.
Yes, correct. We store the data into the variables. So, what is a variable? So, simply think, we will see in the using our pet. Where we store the data? We store initial programming data into RAM. Riddhi, do you know RAM? Do you have mobile laptop? So, do you know about the RAM? Okay.
Sir, I know
Yes.
about the RAM. RAM is a random access memory.
Yes. Correct. Correct. Perfectly fine. So, mobile computer, we require the primary memory storage. So, that is also called random access memory RAM. When you store the data into the RAM. Means whatever your programming language or any program you are using, Python or JavaScript, that will store into only the RAM. Suppose you have stored this value like this into the RAM. But how we can access this particular physical address of the RAM? We give the particular name. Let's see, we will give it name is A. So this name of the where we store the data, this name called a variable. This name called variable in the memory location. What is a variable? What is a variable? The name of the memory location where we store the value. And what called this value? This value is nothing but it called the literals. This value called literals or consonant. We can call it here literals. Okay. So what is definition of variable? What is different definition of literals? So we will discuss here. Name of the memory location where store name of the memory location where store the data. Called variable. The literals value of the memory location called data literals. That's it. This is much we have discussed here. What are the data types, what is a variable, what are the literals. Then one more thing you have to think about the variable. There are rules to declare variables. What is a variable? Name of memory location where store the data. We are giving the particular name, that is called the variable name. So there are few rules for the naming convention. Rules to follow giving name. First start with small letter. While giving the variable name, you have to write particular variable name with the small letter only. No special character or numbers of start. You cannot give no white space allowed. These are the rules. First, start with the small letter. Second, no special character or number of start. Then third rule is no white space allowed. Suppose you have to write the roll number, so you can't write like this, roll space number. You have to write camel case. Use camel case. So what is a camel case? Just use like this, roll number. Fifth rules is always subjective. Suppose you are using the roll number, so write the roll number. Suppose you are using the amount, you have to write the amount. If you want to store the Aadhaar number, you have to write the Aadhaar number. Kind of the variable naming should be, it must be readable. If you have put roll number into the X, so another developer can't understand this is your roll number or what. That's why you have to write your variable name as whatever storing, you have to describe that particular value. So these are the variable and data types. So today we have covered only primitive data type. Another part of the data type is simply user defined data type, which we haven't covered. Just we will discuss here. User defined data type, class, object, array, string. String also come under the etc. These are your user defined data type. What is the meaning of the user defined data type? It is size and which value should store defined by the user. That's why it is calling user defined data type. These are the user defined data type. So this is the theoretical points which we have discussed.
Sir,
Now, yes.
the Boolean data type should come in that characters, no? Because it doesn't have any numerical values.
Uh, yeah, that is, we can't say the character. Uh, it hasn't size, it hasn't anything, it has a fixed value, but that should be indifferent because character has a size. If someone you ask what is the size of boolean, then you haven't answer, so that's why that is a different one. Means character has size, character can be uh, mapped by another data type, but boolean can't, so that's why it is a separate part.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if someone asks you what is the size of the boolean, you can't say any size, you have to say not applicable size for the boolean, so that is a different part. Okay, so now what are we doing here the practically? Now I'm going to start here few of the variable. I'll declare the variables. Right click, new, class, data type and variable. I am writing one more method, public static void main string arguments. I am writing entire things because of you should remember, that's why I can use shortcut as well like this main and space, but I
Sir,
want to
method means
this is another chapter we will cover. Method means you can say it is a like as a function, but it is a sub module or sub process, you can say. We have the another session for this on the particular method, we will discuss very deeply, but you can
So
understand
which
here.
book is good, sir? This is Pritam Gadge.
Yes, Pritam, yeah, you can.
Which book is better for this book as reference book?
I'll give you, I'll give you. Okay. Public static void main string arguments, you have to write here, and then again I have to write the system.out.println, but You can write here CISO control space, it will be generated automatically, but I'll write here system.out.println welcome basic variable and data type. So I am creating here few data types like as a int. I am giving roll number, let's see, 101. Then I am giving here character wing, building wing, so I am putting here a wing. Then I am putting here double amount equal to, let's see, 100.00 suppose, and boolean active, I am keeping it true. So I am going to print here all the data types value. I am writing as system.out.println. I am writing here roll number. I am putting different system.out.println. I am putting here roll number. Then another system.out.println inside double wing. I have to give the building name or address, so that also I'll give it. Rent amount string building, so I'm giving here Juhi Serenity. So I'll print here, I have to see here flat number. I'll use the flat number. Roll number is not visible here. It's look like again system.out.println building. Okay, I have done all. I'm putting here is available or not. It's available. Is available. That's it. Okay, flat number 101, wing A, amount means it should be around 25,000. Building name is Juhi Serenity. Flat number, now I'm going to print is available or not, so I can run here Java application.
Sir, why we write string argument in main method?
That's moment. We can write any other argument also. Whenever you want to get the data from console, so by default it will take the value as a string. Means string means anything you can get it, number, whatever. Suppose I have given here integer, so this method only can take integer only value, not any other. So today we haven't seen any user input, so that will not be feasible here. So tomorrow we will see user input, so you can understand why we are putting a string, why we are putting the arguments and all. This is the arguments one. So anybody has doubt related to today's sessions?
No, sir.
No, there is no doubt in this question.
Yes, Pritam. Vaishnavi.
Sir, the public is access modifier, no?
Yeah, we will learn everything. This is the second session. We have to cover only data type and variable. Guys, I have the lots of project experience, but I can't directly copy my project and knowledge into directly into your brain at a time. That's why I'm going step by step. Simply, I'll I'll start the range from 0 to 100. Hold on. One by one we will discuss, and we will be pro on this programming language, and we will solve any kind of the problem. We will able to design any kind of the complex problem into the solution while the development.
Sir, double data type means
Double data type means you can use this kind of the using the dot fractional values like this.
so double and float is same.
No, that is little bit different. So float mostly we use to store the memory locations, that is a xxf kind of the value, but in the real time word we don't use the float that much. Or you can say we 99% we use on the double, long, and this kind of the data types. So these are the primitive data types, and after few sessions you will get any another wrapper classes for this. So that is also interview questions, so we will cover it deeply. Tanu, do you have to ask anything? Do you want to ask any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Vaishnavi.
Sir, this is Pritam Gadge.
Yes, Pritam, you can ask me question. Yeah.
Sir, please send this video.
Yeah, definitely I'll share with this video, no worries, Gadi. Okay.
Especially, I have to complete my portion as
Yeah,
regarding
yeah,
that.
sure, no worries.